Hello there. If you like truth, you'll like it here. Welcome. How to show yourself some love on Valentine's Day. Full disclosure, nobody is going to love you the way you're going to love you. So get to loving. I am fortunate to be surrounded by people who love the bejesus out of me. They adore the ground I walk on, and I feel their love every single day. Now, of course, I am not immune to knuckleheads, and I have also been around a few of them. But I am not someone who keeps people who aren't good for me around, not even one day past expiration. You see, I don't have the patience nor the temperament for foolishness, so I tend to dismiss folks who fit those categories pretty easily and quickly. And by the way, when I speak of knuckleheads, I'm not necessarily talking about romantic relationships, because some of the biggest knuckleheads are family and friends. That said, even though I am fortunate to be surrounded by love, I am still aware that the best loving is the loving I give myself. As a matter of fact, the people around me know how to love me because of how I love myself. In me loving me, I show them and others how I expect to be treated and loved. Although I don't have my parents around anymore, I was fortunate to be raised by a mom who was strong and took no crap. She taught me that. And I was raised by a dad who treated me like I was worthy, invaluable, beautiful, wonderful, precious, and rare. And I learned to see myself through his eyes. But some didn't get that. By no fault of their own, some just weren't shown or taught how to love themselves, how to love on them. And so they don't know how. And you see this lack of knowledge in their behavior and what they accept for themselves. Lord knows I hate to bring up Martell Holt's mistress and baby mama, but she's a great example of this. A woman who loves herself knows her worth, and she does not accept such treatment from a man like the treatment his baby mama has accepted. Just juxtapose her acceptance of the behavior against his ex-wife's non-acceptance of it. Sure, Martell Holt's ex-wife, Melody Cherie, tried to work her marriage out for 5 years, which is exactly 4 years and 365 days longer than I would have tried. But she did walk away when she saw that her now ex-husband wasn't going to love her and treat her the way she expected to be loved and treated. She left when it was emotionally hard to do so, when it would require dismantling her whole life, a life she had built with someone for a decade and a half. She left when finances would be affected and when foundations would be broken. She knew her value and acted accordingly. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is what self-love looks like. On the other hand is the case of his baby mama, who is still staying when it is so much safer to walk away. It would certainly be more beneficial emotionally, psychologically, and mentally to walk away. And indeed, it might even be more lucrative. There are no lives to dismantle, no foundations that would break. They don't share a home or businesses or other legal or socio-emotional encumbrances. Yet she stays. Despite the lack of commitment, protection, even respect, she stays anyway because she doesn't love herself, as no one has ever taught her, or even better yet, shown her that she deserves more. So let me talk to those who were never told what self-love looks like. And even if you were taught, stay tuned for a refresher. Let's go. Here are 7 ways you can show yourself some love on Valentine's Day. Number 1, encourage yourself. Don't wait for someone else to do it. Let you know when you are doing great. Let you know when you are looking good. Let you know when you are proud of yourself. Don't wait for the band. Be your own chorus of encouragement. Number 2, get to learn and love your own company. Be okay with being alone. I call this the anti-Jennifer Lopez effect. Spend a little time alone getting to know you. Getting to know your likes and dislikes. Go and find a new candle scent that makes you feel whatever you want to feel and spend some time in its company, just enjoying yourself. Go find a new hobby or sport or activity you can get yourself into. By the way, being attuned to your own wants, needs, likes, and desires makes you more interesting to you and thus makes you more interesting to others. I feel like I should also say here, if you're already someone who tends to be pretty self-centered, then I am not necessarily talking to you. In your case, you might have to pull back a little and start trying to get attuned to the wants, needs, likes, and desires of others. Just saying. Number 3, take yourself out on dates. Take yourself out to lunch. Take yourself out to try a new restaurant you've always wanted to try. It doesn't matter if you have a man or a woman. It's still okay to take yourself out. As a matter of fact, this is how I knew my husband was the one. He knew long before I did and made moves accordingly. But when I knew is when I realized I enjoy going to the movies with him as much as I enjoy going to the movies alone. That's when I knew. So take yourself out. If dancing is your thing, go dancing. If movies are your thing, go to the movies. Whatever it is you like to do, take yourself out to do it. And even when you're committed and in love and still make it a priority to date yourself. Number 4, do what you can to look and feel your best, according to you. You can go ahead and just cancel me now, but I personally feel that if to look and feel your best, you need a pound of makeup, fake hair glued to your forehead, fake eyelashes, lip injections, nose contouring, lipo, a girdle, and other plastic surgery, then you've still got a lot of self-love work to do. Because the person you're presenting to the world, and even to yourself, isn't even you. How can your self-love be engaged when the self you're loving is not even you? When the self you're loving is not even yourself? Go ahead, start canceling me now, but that wig flowing down your back that you staple onto your head and rarely remove to wash so it smells like old queso and fish tank water is not you. Sure, women can change up their style and do what they want with their hair. But if even you are shocked when you get to see your own hair, because that's just how infrequently you see or experience or spend any time with it, then that's a problem. That is, in my opinion, the opposite of self-love. If you have to get eyelashes stapled to your eyelids that are so long that when you blink, they whip around the top of your head and pull up the back of your shirt, then that is not self-love. If your eyelashes got you out here looking like twin caterpillars or resting on your face or like some sort of Dr. Seuss character, then that's not self-love, because that's not your actual self. Similarly, if you've got to contour your nose so thin that it looks like a number 2 pencil protruding from your face, then that's not self-love, because that's not your actual self. By the way, why is that the look? Why does everyone want to look like they have no cartilage on their nose? Like it's just a naked bone sticking out of their face? It's not cute. It actually looks like it requires medical attention. I don't get it. But for those who haven't canceled me yet, let's move on. But remember, I said do what you can to look and feel your best according to you. So if you need all that to feel your best, then do you, boo. I just challenge you to consider dropping some of the fakeness and embracing your natural beauty. And I'm not talking about natural hair versus relaxed. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about trying to learn to love what's underneath the pounds of makeup, and what's under the contoured nose, and what's under the wig and eyelash caterpillars. And if you don't like what's under the girdle, let's work out and get in shape. We owe it to ourselves to love the us that is actually us. Now, for those who aren't running off cussing me out because I dared to suggest we work on loving our actual selves, let's move on. Number 5, surround yourself with good people who want good things for you. I had to resist the urge to say surround yourself with people who make you feel good, because the truth is, the people who love you will tell you the truth. And sometimes the truth doesn't feel good, but it still needs to be said. I think you should actually be more cautious of yes men and women than truth tellers. If there is someone who sees you doing wrong, or knows you're doing wrong, or knows you could be doing better, and they say nothing, then that is not a person that is good for you. That is a person who doesn't care enough to care. And it shows. So treat them accordingly. Now, I would say remove them, but if you're not comfortable doing that, at least be aware of their superficiality in your life. Number 6, similar to the last point, when I talked about surrounding yourself with good people who want good things for you, Number 6 says you need to get rid of people who don't mean you any good. Notice I did not say get rid of bad people. And that's because many times they're not bad people per se. They just might not be your person. They might not be a good person for you. Or they might just be a terrible person overall. Or maybe only to some people. To that I say, if they will gossip to you about others, they will gossip to others about you. If they get off on sowing division and discord, run, don't walk to the nearest exit. If they're mean to everyone but you, your day is coming because they're showing you who they are. They just haven't directed their ire at you yet. Number 7. Then, as a final point, because I don't want this video to get too long, because it's Valentine's Day and we've got places to be and people to do, I will say, get outside, move your body, and experience this thing we call life. Stuff is great if that's your thing, but it doesn't hold a candle to experiences and living. If your life is comprised of being in the house online all day, that's not living. If you know who did what, when, and where in the celebrity world, but you can't remember the last time you walked in a park or felt a breeze on your face, then you're not living. Even if you're online watching my videos, which I truly appreciate, I'd still encourage you to get out. Put my video on, pop in your earbuds, and let's go for a walk. And while we're walking, squat a couple times, skip for a few seconds, and let's get in shape. Too many are obese and unhealthy, particularly in the Black community, but we high-five ourselves about it because we have convinced ourselves we're just thick. Meanwhile, we're dying at record numbers from high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and heart disease. Lying on your deathbed, dying of a metabolic disease, I'll bet you won't be thinking, at least I was able to make my butt clap. I'll bet you'll be wishing you were healthier and had more of your life to live. So go out and live it now. And take me with you. Okay, I'll stop there. I have much more and would like to eventually go more in depth on these topics. Namely, loving yourself, teaching others how to treat you, learning how to treat yourself to include becoming healthy and fit, learning how to make, manage, and grow your money, and living your best life now. And perhaps I will if the response to this video indicates that that's what you guys want. So let me know in the comments if you guys want more of that. In any case, I'm wishing everyone a happy Valentine's Day, filled with self-love, self-care, and a life lived fully. All right, y'all, that's it, and that's all. Hello there. If you like truth, you'll like it here. Welcome. If you don't, or if you believe in groupthink, or bullying others into believing the popular opinion, then this isn't the place for you. So go ahead and just cancel me now. On this channel, we don't discuss my truth or your truth. We discuss the truth, and no topic is off limits. So, log in, like, subscribe, get comfy, and comment. It's nice to have you here. So let's talk.